Hello everyone, and welcome back to Metroid Prime. So on the last episode, we got ourselves some super missiles. We found out, I guess, Zebus and Talon 4 apparently are in the same star system, maybe? I don't know. But apparently the ecological damage from the influence of Phazon is pretty devastating, because they expect the biosphere of Talon 4 to be pretty much ruined within 25 years. But yeah, that's pretty brutal. And I guess access to control tower granted. I guess the Chozo, the Chozo tried to lock it away, and hence the temple with the artifacts and stuff. And I guess it could only hold out for so long, you know. Uh, oh, hi. Eh. So I guess we better get a move on and hurry and save the planet from impending ecological devastation. Hi. Are you the same guys I saw earlier? Flying pirate. Pirates trained and equipped for airborne assault. Flying pirates are extremely agile in the air, but the heat signatures of the jetpacks can be tracked with thermal imaging. While their missiles are extremely potent, their jetpacks are even more so. Can be even more so. If a pack fails, they will make a suicide strike. Ah! Whew. Alright. That wasn't too bad. What's going on up there? I guess that was an explosive box. Maybe I could have used that in combat or something. Just making sure there aren't any secrets around. Access to Research Lab Ether granted. Stasis tank B118 contaminated beyond acceptable safety standards. Removal squad requested. Oh. Hello, little guy. Morphology. Talon Metroid. Energy-based parasite predator. The effects of Phazon have turned these Metroids, a species of alpha predator native to SR388, into a unique subspecies found only on Talon 4. A Talon Metroid will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake an attached Talon Metroid is to enter Morph Ball mode and lay a bomb. Scan 50% of the logbook. Wow, crazy. Oh, hi. Uh, Initial transfer of Metroids to Talon 4 research facilities has been completed. 3 were terminated in an incident at the landing site, but the others were pacified and transported safely. Initial Phazon infusion testing is underway. We are eager to observe the effects of Phazon on Metroids, especially their ability to absorb and process the energy given off by Phazon sources. Early research suggests a considerable growth in power and size. Whether the creatures stay stable thereafter remains to be seen. God, you guys are idiots. Phazon infusion, stage 6. Subject Metroid BR5497. Subject's mass at 180% of previous Phazon cycle, increasing dosage by 4%. Containment temperature stable at 3 degrees centigrade. Environmental diagnostics satisfactory. Metroid brain scan results in. Studies show accelerated activity in parietal lobe during hunting cycles at temperatures above 10 degrees centigrade. Internal organs of Metroid seem to be limited to nucleonic absorption cells and massive energy reservoirs. Space-fired encrypted data. The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed. After his defeat on Zebes, a command ordered a number of metagenetic improvements for him. Though aggressive, we were able to implement these changes in a cycle. The metamorphosis was painful, but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicate a drastic increase in strength, mobility, and offensive capability. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added as well. We believe our creation, now called Meta Ridley, will become a mainstay of our security force, a job he will certainly relish. Okay, so Ridley isn't like, their super leader. He's just kind of, I guess, a key part of their security forces. The hooked mandibles of the Metroid penetrate the skin of its prey and siphon pure life force energy. Metroid containment fields appear 100% effective after adjustments. Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon now to begin combining it with Space Pirate DNA. The code name for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that Phazon infusion would produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degeneration. Excuse me, I'm reading your stuff. As energy-based creatures, Metroids show immediate mass increases upon energy absorption. All guards must use ice containment gear when transporting Metroids. This includes sedated specimens and those pronounced dead. Directive: in the event of a Metroid attack, repel creature with missiles set to maximum concussion. Okay, so I can do super missiles on them, and it appears that will be fairly effective. Latent radiation readings indicate extreme radioactive contamination. Cool. New pirate data entry. Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles to the energy core in the creature's quadripartite nucleus. But the manner in which a Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroid extracts energy. Identifying this energy is our central problem. It takes no physical form, and yet without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter, as the isolation of this life-giving essence could be the key to our ascendance. Don't like the sound of ascendance. East Quarantine Cave has been secured. Specimen remains in the quarantine area. All specimens suspended and pending pacification. Goodness. I can read quadripartite in one go, though. Quarantine specimen exhibits highly aggressive behavior. Its body structure, composed of phazon ore, appears nearly invulnerable. This has rendered our efforts to train and discipline the subject useless. Project Titan is suspended indefinitely. Security breaches resulting in massive casualties have occurred. Access is strictly prohibited until further notice. Great! Studies of Metroid biology continue, though with limited progress. It seems likely that we will be much more successful using the Metroids for our means rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of a proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out entire armies, and once we find a way to shield them from cold containment weapons, they will be invincible. Furthermore, if we could then harvest the energy they had consumed, we would have a near limitless source of power at our disposal. Quite ambitious. This tank holds the remains of Experiment 7526. Conversion of elite pirate unsuccessful. Ripperonis. Okay, so there's two books, or two platforms there, though. Oh, is that how I was supposed to get up there? Oh. Okay. That's okay. I mean, we got it, so... Central tank control circuit connection terminated. Cool. That looks like an upgrade. Testing of thermal imaging software complete. Commence download to tactical visor prototype for field testing. New visor, it sounds like. This unit supplies power to the containment force field at the bottom of the room. Morphology, Talon Metroid. Oh. Yeah. Central tank main circuit connection terminated. Excuse me. Thermal visor interfaces will be sent to quarantine area. These visors will be useful for any personnel involved in transport of the unstable test subject there. Oh boy, so the boss we're going to fight is going to be, like, invisible, I guess. Inform command that thermal vision tests will begin soon. Abnormal heat traces stand out against their surroundings when looked through the thermal imaging spectrum. Uh, All 3 force fields. Yeah, so I only saw 2. Where be the third? There we go. Thermal imaging software exceeding initial expectations. Combat applications are being evaluated by command. Field testing in Phendrana region approved. Use of prototype visors by security personnel approved. Central tank auxiliary unit connection terminated. Auxiliary circuit connection. Excuse me. Okay. There we go. Now, thermal visor acquired. Yeah, use down to activate visor. You found 25% of all items. Sick! Okay, well, we got the thermal visor. They said it would be useful for containing a super unstable specimen. So maybe we ought to backtrack to that boss fight, because that kind of seems to be the only way forward. I don't. Yeah, we don't have what will open white doors just yet. But maybe it's behind that boss fight. Uh-oh. This door has no power. Nearby power conduit must be energized for it to open. Blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit. The conduit radiates some heat that is invisible in the normal spectrum. No. There we go. What is it? What are you? A mechanoid, sentry drone, well-armed and armored security mecha. Mecha drones have limited intelligence, but do their assigned tasks well. Being machines, they are susceptible to electrical attacks. When alerted, drones initiate a security lockdown and attempt to neutralize the intruder. Their electronic warfare suite can scramble visor technology as well. How do I get to it? Eh. Oh, come on now. Eh, 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 eh. Alright, sick. Still no answer on how to get that energy tank, though. Motion near Hunter Metroid DG appears to trigger psychotic episodes. Personnel are to stay at least 3 meters away from stasis tank. Hunter Metroid DS is showing signs of increased instability and heightened immunity to cold, damping fields. Well. Yeah. Strain Vertigo, Phazon Strain Vertigo are thriving. We feel they could be Class 1 energy harvesters if proper submission measures are employed. Man. Very much like to know how to get that energy tank. Okay, I don't even know if I was actually supposed to leave or what, but I hope so. All holo technicians report to main observatory. Maintenance required on both holo modules. Chief Astrogation Officer feels our current dual holo projector system is obsolete. Please review and advise. Okay, almost there, I think. Specimen 070. Optimal absorption of mutation has led to unexpected degeneration of internal organs. Cordite casing of column appears weak. Sick. Okay. Door has no power. Nearby conduit must be energized. Blast of electrical energy will energize the circuit. Conduit radiates some heat that is invisible in the normal spectrum. The cordite statue is worn and weathered. Again, indicates the presence of a power conduit. Okay, cool. Well, isn't that a conveniently placed trench? Okay. Is there... there's a kind of close save point. I really should go and do that before I get whooped by a boss, so I'll be right back. Okay, all saved up. Only took a little bit of damage from those bamboos on my way in. Looks like maybe we'll get the spider ball upgrade. Oh boy. Well, aren't you a funny little guy? A Thardus. An animated sentient creature of stone charged with phazon radiation. Phazon radiation given off by Thardus negates auto-targeting systems, preventing lock-on. It may be possible to acquire alternate targets with a different visor. The chaotic nature of phazon irradiation leads to the instability of its structural integrity. Thardus can encase targets in ice, and its colossal size and strength make it a formidable opponent. Okay. Uh... Whoa! Thermal visor was overloaded. Okay. Starting to get the feel for it now. A little bit, anyway. Oh, I guess that's steam. That's why my visor gets overloaded. Yeah. Oof. Trying real hard here, and we're making good progress. We're beating him. It's just you know, stressful. Almost got him. Oof. This isn't hard. It's just taking a bit of focus is all. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Toodles. First try. Didn't even need to worry about saving. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Is this my spider ball upgrade? Kya! Spider ball acquired. Press and hold ZL when in morph ball mode to attach the spider ball tracks. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like there's maybe a secret. No, that's the way I came in. Oop. Okay, but there's something else. Right? There's like, there's a little vent up at the top over there. I don't know. Maybe we'll unlock that later. Oops. Okay, I kind of thought I was just going backwards for a sec. Where am I going? Magmore Caverns South. Alright, sick. Uh, but I think I maybe don't want to do that just yet. Okay, maybe I do. Alright. Hopefully we'll find a save point here in the near future, but dang! Finally got that spider ball upgrade. Might be worth going back to the... I guess really just kind of everywhere. and seeing what else we can do now that we have the... in particular the spider ball, because I know there's a couple of things that we needed the spider ball for. Hmm... Uh. No. I'm gonna see if there's a save point behind the missile door. Yeah, that was a good call. Okay, good. All right, cool. Well, that was a good fair bit of progress we made. We exploded their lab and found out that, as expected, they're experimenting with Metroids because they're very silly and don't know their own, don't know what's good for them. So, yeah. But we got the spider ball. We got a whole bunch of new tools that'll help us moving forward. So, yeah. On the next episode, we'll keep exploring the Magmore Caverns South, I suppose. So, yeah. Until then, see you later.